Hi there. My name is Andrew Watts, and my goal is to write a complete novel in only 30 days. What the hell am I doing? Hey there, everybody. Welcome to day 30, baby. I'm Andrew Watts, and it's the last day of the NaNoWriMo project. Rewriting a 50,000 word novel in 30 days. It's the last day of the X Days project, where I record the insanity of writing a 50,000 word novel in 30 days. And let's get to the meat of today's last show, and that is the count. Okay, I'm going to go back to the graphic of the chart that I've used before, and I'd just like to show you. I don't have a little pointer here, but up to the top left, you see 2006 NaNoWriMo winner, Slappy Town, which is my nom de plume on the NaNoWriMo website. And then over to the right, my word count, which is 51,346. And an interesting note about that, I actually, in order to validate on this very last day, I uploaded my file. And according to my file, the Microsoft Word file, I had 51,355 words, but NaNoWriMo validated me at 51,346, so somehow they knocked off 9 words. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I fucking won this puppy, and I did it in the 30 days, despite sickness and writer's block. And you know, the interesting thing, as I was looking at this chart, you could sort of, isn't it nice to have a little chart to be able to graph your failures? You know, the 4 days when I didn't write early on, and then, you know, 3 days when I didn't write later. But, you know, then it's rather satisfying to see it building up and ever up. And then, of course, to the very end today, when I actually had a really pretty good day, I wrote a lot at work. And I ended up kicking some ass. Don't tell my boss. I wrote it at work again today. It's a little bit anticlimactic after yesterday's show. I had a wonderful evening with some very talented friends of mine, and we sort of celebrated a little early because we knew what was going to happen. But I'm celebrating again. I have a beer here, a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, which I've already cracked open. I know I should have gotten champagne, but Sierra Nevada always goes down smooth. And little tequila. I wanted some scotch, but didn't have any in the house, so borrowed a little tequila. You know, went next door and instead of sugar. Celebrations require an amber liquid. Anyway, lastly, I just wanted to thank some people who have acknowledged this effort, this amazing adventure that I've been on for the past 30 days, by sending me emails, encouraging emails, and I'd like to thank them alphabetically. I don't know why, except that seemed like a good idea. I apologize, my nose is all stopped up. I do have a cold, and it seems rather fitting after, you know, I started out with this hideous sickness at the beginning of this thing, and to end up that way. But I would really like to thank the following people: Ace Haas, Brian, Cameron, Carol, Carolyn, Chris, Corey, Gail, Laura, Lulu, Mark A, Mark K, Matt, Mo Chan from China, Peggy, Phil, Richard K, Richard P, Richie, Robert, Saville, Steve, Suzanne, Terry, Tiberius, and Tom. And I'd like to send out actually a non-alphabetic thank you to two people who have been very supportive on a more regular basis, sending me really wonderful, encouraging emails. Carrie, first of all, who wrote over 200,000 words. Carrie, that's really amazing. I'm really impressed, and I appreciate that you even took the time to send me some emails that really helped and meant a lot to me. Christy, what can I say? You've been an amazing, helpful cheerleader with those excellent words of advice. At one point, I was running a little dry and wasn't sure what to do, and she gave me a couple of suggestions, and that really helped. So good on you. Thank you so much for your help, and hope we keep in touch. And I'd also like to thank sort of a behind the scenes dude. Well, except for last night, Kyle, producer of the show. Kyle, you kept me going. This was your idea. Your inspiration, and I think what you're doing is really great, and I'm glad that I could be part of it in the very beginning. And hope to maybe do some more, probably do some more, and hopefully you won't find, Kyle, that my later work will be a little, or hopefully you will find that it'll be a little more successful, even though I'm not, deathly ill and throwing up all over the keyboard. You can grow as well. Anyway, I have no idea what that means. Forgive me, my head's stopped up. Kyle, love you, man. Lastly, I would like to thank my beautiful wife, Lizzie, that you guys got to know. She went to Kuwait and back, thank God, and who has put up with me and endured these 30 days, not only of the writing every chance that I got, and my obsessing about either writing or not writing, as the case may be, but also doing this video documentary, or whatever you want to call it, journal of my experience. So Lizzie, I love you and thank you so much. Lizzie will be the first person to read this book in its entirety. I'm going to make another pass at it. I'm going to give myself a couple of days at least to chill and not think about it, and then I'm going to go back to it, and I'm going to start trying to clean it up a little bit as much as I can before the Christmas holidays. She said that she would read it and give me her thoughts, and it's a little scary because if she thinks I'm the worst writer that ever walked, then, well, it might not only shatter my confidence, but might have some serious complications to our marriage. But I'm sure she won't, because it's a fucking excellent book. And so, finally, our last show, I'm not gonna cry. You guys promised you weren't gonna cry. Okay, I love you. So, from Ten Sky and I, we say goodbye and thank you so much for all your support.